All right, I survived the night. Slept pretty good. Woke up once or twice. Stayed warm thanks to my electric blanket. It's like 37 degrees. I didn't even use my big sleeping bag, but I probably should because it was very cold. But the electric blanket did great. Only used like 40% of my batteries, running all night. And now I made breakfast. I went to this grocery store. I hadn't gotten water yet. I have this now water filler. Can't do that, but it pumps battery powered kind of a water faucet. I boiled water. I made oatmeal. Nice to have a hot breakfast. And now I'm brewing coffee in this little Keurig. I have a whole house here. So fun. Now I'm in Philadelphia and I'm visiting this VA hospital to see my uncle and my cousins and my aunt. My uncle, I think, is having heart surgery today. And my cousins kind of live all around, so hopefully they're here because of his surgery and I can see them and pray with them and connect with them. So I think I've been to Pittsburgh before, but don't really remember. So we'll see what else there is to see in Pittsburgh. Then heading to Altoona, Pennsylvania, where my mom grew up and my other aunts live in the area. All right, I'm here at Frick Park. I don't know why it's named that, but I had to go. It's named after the Frick family. And I'm in Pittsburgh. I just got to hang out with my aunt and two cousins who are in the hospital. My uncle's in surgery, so I didn't get to see him. He was in surgery before I got there, and it's like 6 to 8 hours. He's getting 4, not stents, bypass surgery on his heart. So I got to pray with them. It was really special to see them. Hadn't seen those two cousins for years and decades. Yeah. They live in Florida, so they weren't able to come to that family reunion we did 4 years ago in Pennsylvania. So cool to see them. Heading towards Altoona, my mom's hometown, to see another aunt and uncle. And it's a beautiful day. Pennsylvania is actually a really beautiful state. When we were here 4 years ago, Jessica's like, I could live here. And I agree. Pennsylvania is beautiful. All right, it is day 3, I think. No, I don't know, night 2 solo camping. It is Thursday, and I am making a real breakfast for the first time. I made coffee, and now I'm making a breakfast sandwich in the skillet in a Walmart parking lot. And I feel homeless, but that's kind of cool. I don't know why. I'm in Altoona, Pennsylvania, where my mom grew up. And we'll see how this breakfast turns out. So far, my power station is supporting the skillet, so that's great. It turned out good. First real breakfast out of the back of my car in a Walmart parking lot. Good times. I'm about to go to the Altoona Railroaders Museum. My grandpa retired from working on the railroad in this area, and so I remember as a kid going to a famous spot that's connected to the railroads here, Horseshoe Curve, but I don't remember going to this museum, so I'm gonna check it out. All right, one other hack I'm trying for living on the road is the Panera Unlimited Sip Club. It's free drinks for 2 months. Trial of unlimited. After that, I think it's $15 a month. But yeah, for these 2 months while I'm on the road a lot, it'll be awesome. So it's like iced coffee, hot coffee, soda drinks and stuff. There's Paneras everywhere. Good Wi-Fi. Should be useful. I am cooking some smoked sausages and heading towards Matt Tom's, my roommate from college's house. in State College, Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna spend the night with him and hang out with him and his family. Should be fun. All right, I want to kind of do a walkthrough of my setup. Again, I'm in my wife's 2016 Yukon XL. Big car, but hauled the whole family out here and gives me lots of space inside now that they have flown home. The back is where a lot of my stuff is. Really important is my fridge, and that is running off of a power station, which I can show you. What I've got here is just food prep items and some food. And then I decided to go all electric with my cooking. And so I have a skillet and a hot water pot. Here's my hot water pot. So, and then my 5-gallon water jug here with a electric pump. So I have a faucet, sort of. And a Keurig for coffee. So, pretty simple, but pretty much everything I need. And then, what I did is I have a ski box, and that's all my storage. So, like, a lot of this stuff was up there when we were on the trip with the family. My sleeping bag and air mattresses were up there. Also, I have a longboard up there and other random stuff, but the car kind of fills up, so it's nice to have that extra storage. And then I got a lovely mattress. I actually ordered it and had it sent to Ellie's school, and that's been comfy rather than just an air mattress. And then for food storage, I have milk crates with these tops that I built. This was Josh Yates's idea. I built these tops so I have like counter space. I can set, stuff on here that becomes more useful. And then the most important part that keeps everything powered is this EcoFlow, well, I can't see it well, EcoFlow power station. And it's basically a battery that charges off the car, and then it powers my cooking stuff in my fridge. And also really important, because it's been freezing, and last night it actually got down to freezing. One of my blankets here is an electric blanket that plugs in there, and I can run that all night. It's a 12-volt electric blanket, and so it's low power. It was running just like 45 watts, and it ran all night and only brought my battery down like 40%. So I can easily go all night with warmth. I'm sure it was freezing last night, and I pulled out my sleeping bag and the heated blanket, and I was too warm. I had to turn the heated blanket off. So I'm sure I could go much colder I have a really good sleeping bag, a blanket, and that heated blanket. I could go pretty cold and be okay. And I kind of get in through this door to my bed area, but it's a little awkward. I think a van would be nicer, just because I'm limited with ceiling height. So I don't have a lot of space between me and the ceiling when I'm laying down, but I survive. Blackout curtains, front and back and sides, which keeps the street lights out. I've been sleeping at Cracker Barrels, which are nice and quiet in the back there, and it's allowed. But there's definitely street lights, so keeping the street lights out is nice, but I've been sleeping okay. Anyway, that's been my setup, and it's allowing me to do this for super cheap and be super flexible and go wherever I want. As far as what a sabbatical is, it is the concept of Sabbath, but for an extended period of time. So it's doing something different with my time, breaking from work, separating from the busyness of ministry and the demands of that. A lot of times pastors will do it on a regular basis, more like every 5 or 7 years. Our church doesn't have too very much set of a policy. Other pastors have taken them at 20 years, so that's what I'm following, taking this one at 20 years of ministry at Grace Baptist. And yeah, there's a lot of demands and pressures that are constant, and this is a unique season to take a break from all that and to do different things. So this part, it's 3 months total, feels the most sabbatical-y of like totally different than regular life. Being at home and even not working was busy and full with all the kids' sports and all the things we were regularly doing, even though I wasn't going to work and doing youth group. And still life was very full and I had a lot of projects I was working on. So this, like at this point, I'm like kind of, whoa, what am I doing? And it's a constant reminder that I'm doing something different. But getting to see people and getting to see ministries. I'm going to a conference next week, which will be really great, the Gospel Coalition Conference. So yeah, having experiences I couldn't have otherwise. Thank you to the church for this gift of time and all the people that are filling in with youth group. But yeah, I'm not sure how long I'll be doing this road trip. At least 2 weeks minimum, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. I have plans for 3, 4 or 5 weeks if I want, but I may give up and go just start driving home. But it's super flexible. I have 3 different conferences planned out and lots of people to see in the eastern part of the US and then people on the way home. So we will see where this adventure takes me. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to end this second video here and I'll see what adventures are in store for me next. Probably after this time with Matt Toms, my roommate from college, I'm going to head to DC and see the Bible Museum and a bunch of Smithsonians I didn't get to go to when our family was there last in 2021. So I'm excited for that.